For the longest time, people have taken water for granted. Most people don't think about where their water comes from. They just turn on the tap and they expect it to be there. Those days are ending.
Peter Gleek is one of many experts in Irena Salina's documentary, sounding the alarm about the dwindling water supply. With a skeleton crew and a shoestring budget, Salina traveled around the world to film shrinking rivers and lakes. In just over an hour, she presents stark pictures of massive droughts, heavily polluted rivers, poor rural communities living off contaminated water. The film shows pesticides and herbicides polluting waters, industrial waste seeping into rivers and lakes, international corporations privatizing massive bodies of water. Salina says once this water was available to everyone. Now it is harvested and sold in markets for a price.
Water is a fundamental human right, so for the poorest of the poor, sure there should be a price to water. When we live in rich cities, we have to make sure that our water gets clean, and that takes money, that takes energy. But on the other hand, you have another kind of population that doesn't make more than, barely makes $2 a week or a month. So what do you do with that? You just let them die?
There is an urgency to the documentary. The planet is running out of water and fast.
This notion that we'll have water forever is wrong. California is running out. It's got 20-some years of water. New Mexico's got 10, although they're building golf courses as fast as they can, so maybe they can whittle that down to 5. Arizona, Florida, even the Great Lakes now, there's huge new demand.
Is the film's alarmist tone accurate? Janet Raganathan is Vice President for Science and Research at the World Resources Institute, an environmental research group in Washington, D.C.
It can't be more urgent. The impacts of climate change have already started. Issues of water quality and water scarcity are very much there.
Janet Raganathan says the major culprit is modern agriculture.
70% of water globally is used by the agricultural sector. Agricultural sector is also a major polluter of water, the major polluter of water, in terms of the excessive use of fertilizers, nitrogen and phosphate, of which only a half make it to the plants. The rest of it runs off into waters, creating huge dead zones.
But there's a silver lining. Janet Raganathan and the experts who voice their opinions in the film say the water crisis can be reversed. To do that, says Peter Gleek, local communities have to get active in controlling their water supply.
In the 1800s and the 1700s, and going back even further in time, society lived on the resources that we had. We took water when we needed it from the rivers for irrigating small-scale agriculture. We captured rainfall and recharged our groundwater aquifers when we could.
This sounds like a romantic notion, a reference to a bygone era. But Irena Salina's documentary makes a clear case. To survive, humankind has to respect and to protect nature, the very source of its existence. Penelope Poulou, VOA News.